Welcome to the Music Shop. I'm Geno Boost, an NPC that can auto-generate my own dialogue. And that's what I got. I first heard Octorock and their debut album, The Underground, and I thought to myself, these guys sure sound a lot like a mid-2010s Canadian jazz rock game cover band to me. Turns out, it's because this group features two members, formerly of Missing No, which I regard as having the hands-down best live rendition of Aries' theme that I ever did hear. From those ashes, well actually more like adjacent to Missing No's ashes, come Canadian jazz rock game cover band Octorock. Octorock is a live ensemble boasting a powerful 4-piece horn section and a rockin' rhythm section. This band has performed on video game soundtracks and performed live on nightclub and convention stages. Octorock's debut solo release, The Underground, is due for release Q1 of 2018. That means it's out right now. The group formed in 2016 out of a love for video games and Liam Gallagher's need for a studio band for his work in the games industry. He joined forces with Thomas Holden, former lead of Vancouver's VGM band Missing No. Since then, the group has played convention stages including Anime North, as well as nightclubs, and have performed on the soundtracks for multiple games. Most recently, It's You, A Breakup Story. So this 8-piece ensemble belts out themes from the aforementioned It's You, A Breakup Story, as well as themes from Legend of Zelda, Kirby, Earthbound, and more. This Guile theme though, I would need to play the entire nearly 7 minutes of this track to hear the full satisfaction of everywhere this rendition goes. So, go ahead and check out the album over on their Bandcamp page and set your match timer from 99 seconds to infinity seconds for this one. Here is just a small sample of Octorock's rearrangement of Guile's theme from their album, The Underground. From the opening screams of Nintendo all the way to the very last track, Nintendo 64 instrumentals by Doughboy the Producer will keep you dancing, rocking out, or just rhythmically bobbing your head, beat depending. The moment this album kicks off, I have my hands in the air, just feeling pumped to be alive. I've re-energized after a few long days by jamming out to the beats on this album. You got chill hip-hop remixes like Legend of Zelda, along with bangers like GoldenEye and Smash Bros. And 64 Kid gets it. Although Doughboy did drop his PlayStation tribute remix album before this one, so is he really an N64 kid? Remains to be determined. You can grab this album off DatPiff, an underrated spot for hunting down some dope game music and hip-hop beats. Head to Doughboy's page, fight down some of the ads they got going there, and grab Nintendo 64 instrumentals. I'm going to share the album closer, this raging remix of music from Killer Instinct Gold. This is called Killer Wulf Shit by Doughboy the Producer from Nintendo 64 instrumentals. For you are aware, since many years, Miss Might is super robot woman that fights evil robot bad men that cannot to escape. Through many adventures on many video games, Miss Might has captured imagination of big generations, but because she has great power, she is also having great rock and roll. Come to celebrate with us many ages of Miss Might super rock and roll times, with free album in remembrance of many ages and beyond. Today we have compiled the best rock and roll from many composer to each Miss Might installation into single album for your enjoyment. Thank you, and we hope to be continuing Miss Might into a super future with you. Unlike most folks, I didn't play Miss Might until Super Miss Might came out back in the day. Of course, the best version, my favorite, is Miss Might DX. But man, this ain't a history lesson. What's important is that ThaSauce dropped this collection, and it's good stuff, though. If you're into a humanoid robot tasked with destroying several robot masters in order to save the world of the future, this is the game for you. I can't think of any other game that could possibly describe. This track is Particle Stream from the classic Miss Might 2 by DDRKirby ISQ from the Miss Might Anniversary Collection. Time to talk about some MYRONE with his new album Hue by MYRONE. I've been a fan of his for a few albums now, and I'm glad to finally feature some of his work on this week's episode. This guy also lives around Los Angeles, and hey, so do I. So that always gives an artist a special place in my heart. MYRONE's guitar work is quickly becoming a thing to behold and be here. So, listen to it. Not a ton of info about this album, so even though I would like to talk about MYRONE much more, there's not a lot of information to fill this review with. But all you need to know is that MYRONE has 9 more awesome tracks of his dreamy guitar-driven instrumentals. This album, Hue, is part 3 of the trilogy, which means basically is go back and listen to his first 2 albums as well. They're all on Bandcamp. Yes, they are. So chill out to the appropriately titled track Comfort by MYRONE from the album Hue. I'm just gonna read this one. Since its release on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Secret of Mana has been enjoyed by millions. This soundtrack has also held a special place in many RPG fans' hearts. Composed by Hiroki Kaikuta, the score is full of life, wonder, and timeless melodies. To commemorate the game's re-release on PlayStation 4, the Travelers VGM have arranged several of Kaikuta's best compositions. You will hear different musical forms such as jigs, polkas, and marches that are reminiscent of lands such as Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, as well as Spanish, Filipino, Indonesian, and Armenian music. So, come sit with us by the fire while we tell you a tale of a hero and a legendary sword. So yeah, I'm not gonna write anything more concise and descriptive as that. At least, not on this show's budget. So, let's listen to the theme Dancing Animals from Heart of the Forest by the Travelers VGM via Materia Collective. Thanks for visiting the Music Shop. I've been your NPC Geno Boost. New episodes of the Music Shop every Monday on YouTube and Facebook. If you'd like to see more shows like this, please support me on Patreon at patreon.com/GenoBoost and check the description for links to all the music shared in this week's episode. Thank you for watching, and please support the artists.